Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021 of the School of Media and Public Affairs at George Washington University. I'm Sylvia Weisbord, the director of the school. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to graduation at SMPA. Every one of you has made an impact on the life of the graduates who we celebrate today. Of course, we'll prefer to gather in person at the Jock Morton Auditorium in the SMPA building and celebrate as we always do with refreshments, with photos, with selfies, with hugs, and with handshakes. Do you remember handshakes? Good. Instead, we are here having a virtual ceremony. So this is a moment of joy, smiling, and cheering. So let's get started and join in a big round of applause for the class of 2021 SMPA graduates.
Yay!
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 Congratulations!
Yes.
You did it!
Congratulations,
Oh my God, you did it!
everyone! Yay!
We're going to be doing a lot of that in the next 40 minutes. So I would like to thank family and friends of the graduates for your support, sacrifices, and encouragement, which contributed to students getting their degree today. It has been a long process that culminated in today's graduation. Graduates, please, will you take a moment to acknowledge all those who supported you near and far with applause, virtual and real hugs, and air kisses, please.
Woo-woo!
Also, I would like to thank the SMPA faculty and staff. Your passion for teaching and helping, as well as your dedication to our school, has provided our graduates with a wonderful educational experience. Please, let's recognize faculty and staff who work hard for our graduates for the last years with another round of applause. Thank you.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Graduates, this evening is about you. We celebrate what you have accomplished through determination, curiosity, creativity, and perseverance. It's an exciting moment of closing a chapter and starting a new one in your life. A moment to envision the potential to do amazing things in the years ahead. Thank you, class of 2021, for choosing SMPA and GW as the place you wanted to learn and figure out who you will be and how you will act in the world. Next, we'll hear from Dr. Imani Cheers, Associate Director of the school. Dr. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Silvio. It's such an honor to be here and to just share a couple of thoughts with all of you. Oh, my students, I am so incredibly proud of you. I've had the honor over the last 8 years at SMPA, 4 years of your tenure, to educate many of you, to learn with many of you, and to share, in particular, many of you, all of the challenges and triumphs that we have in life. Your career over the last 4 years, hopefully, has been something that you look back upon fondly. You have had the opportunity to explore so many different entities, whether it be everything from politics to social justice, to writing, to theory, to ethics. You have come so far. If you haven't had the opportunity, I hope you take a moment and truly celebrate all that you have accomplished. My colleagues and I are so incredibly proud of you, not only for matriculating and commencing with your degrees, but also for your perseverance, your passion, and also knowing your purpose. You are powerful, powerful young people, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish. Congratulations, everyone. As we all know, because it's hopefully everyone has something close by, perhaps a beverage, but I want to take a moment and toast to the class of 2021. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're here.
You're here. Thank you, Dr. Cheers. Graduates, You work hard to get where you are right now. At SMPA, you have learned by doing. You learn by putting into practice skills related to journalism, media production, political communication strategy, research, critical thinking, storytelling, analyzing and understanding the complexity of our national and global media and politics, and being a citizen of the world. We hope that what you learn and experience in the past year as an SMPA student can be valuable as you go through life and your career. Now, I would like to take a moment to look back at this past year because you, the SMPA graduates of 2021, have overcome one of the most challenging and unpredictable years in US history. During your final year at SMPA, we have experienced a global pandemic. We witnessed a rising movement for racial equality and justice. We participated in a historical election, and we lived through an insurrection at the US Capitol that took place right on our backyard. As the world changed in March of 2020, so did GW and SMPA. All of our classes and events were over Zoom and not in person. The challenges of the pandemic, however, did not stop us from learning and having thought-provoking conversations about many important contemporary topics, such as race and journalism, disinformation, science journalism, vaccine communication, public diplomacy, news and diversity, and the 2020 election. We want to share snippets from 3 events that in my mind represent our goal that our students gain unique insights into the roles and the responsibilities of journalism in democratic politics, as well as the changes in political communication at a time when our country is experiencing major political, economic, social, and cultural changes. And we strive to make our society and our democracy more just, diverse, equal, and inclusive. Let's take a look at some of these events. Doug, please, can you roll the clip?
But tell me what you need.
Well, I'll tell a quick story. So Frank is there talking to the crowd in Las Vegas just before I'm off stage in the wings, and I literally look up and I say, "Dear Lord, if you just get me through the next 90 minutes, I promise I will never ask you for anything ever again." That's how nervous I was.
And after about 15 minutes into my debate, the director of the debate said in my ear that Pence was way ahead, that Pence was getting lots more time than Harris. And I could tell that was the case because there were 4 clocks on the desk in front of us, and 2 of them were keeping cumulative time totals, the time for each of the candidates and how long they had to talk. So I was very determined to get the time about equal by the end of the debate.
I'll say a couple of things. First of all, I reached out to Chris and Susan, both of whom were so generous with their time. I had more than one conversation with Chris, so who's really generous. And I think it's important that people know, I mean, really there is, in my mind, no one better. I mean, in order to prepare for my debate, I not only watched Chris's debate from 2016, but I read through his debate multiple times that he did this cycle. And if you read the questions and the way that he structures it and follows up and pushes the I mean, I really think it is completely, every minute of it, chock full of substance. It's just that, as Chris said, the president came in with a very different strategy.
For this moment in time, we, women of color, are defining the accomplishment for women. And that is part of the reason we are just so giddy and over the moon about Kamala Harris in this role.
Everything she does will be somewhat of a precedent. It will be, you know, people will look at, this is the way she conducted herself as vice president, as the first woman.
Too many times first often means only. And I really prefer to frame it in those terms, the only woman who has ever been vice president of the United States, the only person of color who has ever served as president of the United States. But, you know, I think that, you know, Vice President Harris is somebody who is uniquely positioned for this role because as a Black woman, she is so used to being a barrier breaker.
The one thing everyone has mentioned is just what it allows other young women of color to see themselves as. Like, that is a big part of what she is going to do. what she brings to the table, how those conversations work behind the scenes, what her life experience and how it influences the decisions that come out of the White House, whether it comes out from her press secretary or President Biden's press secretary. We're not actually gonna really know that for years and years and years until people start writing the books about this administration.
We're living off stereotypes, assumptions, social media. If the social media says the Cubanos are all voting this way, hey, did you see that on Twitter? But it's like, who said that? You know, people are easily going and being driven by the narrative on social media. You can't do that. We have to stay to the basics. As news managers or anybody running a newsroom, or even us veterans, if we can teach others like, okay, wait a minute. So why are you saying all Cubans are Republicans? Well, that's what I hear. I mean, it's Miami. Assumptions.
And you know, it's not like you have to be a Latino to cover the Latino community. Nobody is saying that, but it helps when you have that diversity, because then you recognize nuance and you might see a nuance that somebody else might not spot right away.
There is an almost Margaret Mead on Samoa attitude toward covering Americans who are making choices like other Americans about who to vote for. They don't vote 9-1 like Black Americans do for Democrats.
And this whole monolith question, like, that's just out of the water. We're still a young electorate. We're still a growing electorate. We're just starting to see it.
There you have it. 3 excellent events that gave us unique insights and testimonies that help us understand better so much about current media and public life in our country. Also, several projects that are part of the school, including Planet Forward, the Institute for Data, Democracy and Politics, the Institute for Public Diplomacy and Global Communication, and the Project on Ethics in Political Communication held important conversations this year. As breaking news were happening across the country, we exchanged ideas and learned in our virtual meetings and classrooms. At our events, we had speakers, including prominent leaders in the fields of media, politics, and public affairs, such as Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and Dr. Lena Wen, and so many other remarkable people. We kept our promise of delivering only at SMPA events. As classes move into a virtual setting, you graduates, you learn how to adapt and adjust to the new normal. During the past year, instead of brown bag lunches with alumni or professors, we hosted a Friday lunchtime chats. We spent many Fridays talking about TV shows we're binge watching or exchanging about the newest bread recipe. Do you remember that time? We took the time to feel normal and be together to unwind from the week. We also brought prominent alumni National Council members and fellows to talk about their careers in television, podcasts, health journalism, lifestyle and fashion journalism, and give valuable advice. One moment that stood out to me was the conversation with our alumna and National Council member, Rena Neenan, who wonderfully captured what the SMPA experience is about.
But I just want to tell you that I think, and I'm saying this from personal experience, that this COVID period has been, in a strange way, an opportunity also to kind of rethink, reset over the next 6 months, because I like to think in 6 month period. I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's the good news. I really do. As more people are getting vaccinated, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about the summer that we might have more opportunities in the coming year. But as we're in this moment, the one thing that I do want to say to all of you is to think outside the box. And I think that's exactly what they teach us at SMPA, is to think at things from a different angle.
Thinking outside the box, as Rena says. In the last year, you graduates, you proved to be able to adapt and adjust to new circumstances. Even through the changes, challenges, the monotony of pandemic life and uncertainties of your last year, you remain focused and you work hard. You continue your internships virtually. You wrote and produced pieces on a range of important issues about media and public affairs. You made the most out of a very difficult situation. In my mind, your college experience, especially during the last year, demonstrates the importance of resilience as a fundamental life skill. We come to college to gain educational and professional skills, and surely you did that. But as you went to class, attended events, had conversations with peers and faculty, and did everything that is part of the GW SMPA experience, you develop a different set of equally important professional and life skills, which you will need going forward. Generally, university commencements feature speakers who are chosen because of their accomplishments, power to inspire, wisdom, soaring rhetoric, life of determination and perseverance, triumphs, and other remarkable qualities. In my mind, your experience embodies the qualities and the values that universities generally seek in commencement speakers. Your own stories about resilience, especially in the last year. You make us SMPA proud. You show to be nimble, innovative, and creative. You show that when plan A is not viable, you need to figure out plan B and plan C. You show that you cannot give up, that you need to stay focused. You need to understand the problem and find solutions. You need to develop new skills. You need to be empathetic. You need to find social resources and your community to help you through the challenges. To me, that is powerful, that's motivating, that is inspiring. It captures so much about what life is about. It's about goals, it's about persisting, developing skills, being open-minded, about caring about others, about being curious, and staying hopeful and optimistic. So keep that in mind as you move through stages in your career and your life. And finally, remember that SMPA is a community and we will always be here for you. Here, not only on Zoom, it may be Zoom or not, but it will be here, there, everywhere. We'll be there for you. We're not saying goodbye. You won't be a student. Isn't that amazing? But you will continue to be part of our community. You will continue to be part of our school in different ways and different roles. Your engagement will be different, yet it will still be meaningful. Your passion, dedication, and strength has led you to this very important day. We are so very proud of what you have done, and we look forward to knowing what you will accomplish in the future. Please join me in congratulating the SMPA class of 2021.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, you guys. That's great.
Congratulations.
You did it, by gum.
We did it.
Way to go,
Oh, hooray for you all. It's just
All
so
right.
good.
Now, we're going to move to the next part of the program. We're going to read the names of the graduates. We have asked 3 faculty members to read the names. We have asked Dr. Carrick Harvey, Dr. Ethan Porter, and Dr. Katie Baylor. Dr. Harvey, I think you are first. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Silvio. And the 2021 Journalism and Mass Communication graduating seniors are Zoya Ahmed Ansari, Micah Banks, Meg Bevan, Isabel Amy Balke, Faith Desta Brown, Isabel M. Brundick, Ilana Joelle Davis, Madeline McClarick Dyson, David Garrett Gabarich, Riley Jean Graham, Rita A. Hawk, Taylor Marie Henderson, Brittany Hay Ho, Haley McBain Hunt,
Woo!
Charles Parker Jensen, Natalie Jimenez, Emily Jurian, Catherine Jane Klein, Erica Judy Knight, Samantha Nicole Kramer, Devin S. Link, Cara Michelle McCurlin, Amber A.D. Miller, Washing New, Olivia Grace Osborne, Lauren Julia Peller, Eilina T. Panek, Lauren Nicole Perez, Marcus Alexander Pryor, Rebecca L. Redwine, Juliana Lee Ridgway,
Yay, Juliana.
Sarah Evelyn Roach, Annie Rule, Michael Levin Schnell, Grant F. Sabetsky, Avery St. Ong, Elizabeth Strickland, Hannah Rose Sturgis, Guinevere F. Thomas, Kaylin Troy Womack, Valerie Christiana Yerk, Sydney Matilda Teboot,
Hey, Sydney.
Ariel Elizabeth Ostry. Congratulations to all of you.
Yay.
Big round of applause for journalism and mass communication graduates. Now we're gonna
Yay.
we're gonna do a big one at the very end when we read all the names. So now I will ask Dr. Ethan Porter to read the name of political communication graduates.
So I was like, you should come to the Saturday one.
Excellent. I will be reading the names of the political communications graduates. Kira Elizabeth Wang Althaus, Drew Ural, Gabriella Margaret Amornda, Lillian Isabella Bautista, Chinsan J. Benjamin, Jesse Alexander Cardinal, Grace D. Christensen, Olivia Columbus, Riley Maeve Doyle.
Yeah, Mitt Riley.
Cole E. Dushan, Timothy Nolan Finley, Kylie Marie Franzak, Paige Grandy,
Oh, Paige.
Sarah Hartman, Garrett S. Hoff, Hunter Ehrman, Elizabeth Marie Irons, Margot Hannon Kaplan, Connor Douglas Kilgore,
Yay.
Yay, Olivia Catherine Kinnan, Dylan Meyer Lavia Holly, Jacob Lidke, Anna Little Santa, Carly Ann Long, Isabella Marquez Z, Nicole Sophia Morales, Haley Ann Oland, Amy Patronella, Tess Genevieve Patterson, Joseph Vincent Ramallo, Veronica Elizabeth Rucabene, Samantha Ross, Karen Elizabeth Scott, Madeline Margaret Sell, Gabrielle Marie Serena, Anthony Dion Thomas, Allison Gentry, Alexia Taylor Ross.
Thank you very much, Dr. Porter. Big round of applause for political communication graduates. Next, I'm going to ask Dr. Baylor to read the name of the graduates of the Media and Strategic Communication Master's Program. Dr. Baylor.
Hi, congratulations, everyone. All right, Carolyn Baskell, Molly Frances Halpern, Alexandra Michaela Louise Mound, Brielle Nicole Powers, Connor Patrick Scahill, Mohammed Ali Alfrehi,
Mohammed!
Basil Awartani, Teresa Benjamin, Clarice Shujan Bhattacharya, Tavon Blair, Sydney Booker, Brianna Brown, Marcelo Gonzalez Montoya, Deanna Latrice Hayden, Meredith Ann Hessel, Victoria Olavisi Makanjula, Jenna Rose Presta, Roshni Roy, Joaquin Maria Salas Aronio, Nikita C. Sibley, Tess L. Strike, Yini Wei, Yu Yang, Dana Ann Youngentob,
Yay!
Caroline Mallory Zont. Congratulations, everyone. So proud of you guys.
Right, now is the moment to congratulate and cheers and go wild and clap. Big round.
Okay, unmute.
We're Well done.
Hey! Way to go, you guys. All right,
Yes,
you
Savon.
did it.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
You did it!
Way to go. Way to
Well
go.
done. Well done, everybody.
Well done.
So on behalf of all of us at SMPA, the college, the Coleman College of Arts and Sciences, GW, we hope to see you in the future events and opportunities. Congratulations to all graduates. Please stay connected, stay in touch, stay engaged with SMPA and GW. Stop by to say hello, be well, be safe. We love you. All the best. Good night.
Night.
Bye, everyone.